Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I wanted to go over a new credit card that I have opened in Capital One Venture X and kind of go over the reasons why I opened this credit card now, and also kind of have a brief look on where I am in terms of a credit card journey and a short-term plan that I have moving forward. So a Capital One Venture X is one of those typical top-end travel reward credit card that would be equivalent to Chase Fire Reserve or perhaps Amex Platinum, although the Amex Platinum has a much higher annual fee. So there are 5 reasons that I have decided to open this specific credit card now. And the first reason, of course, is the credit score. My current credit score is based on which scoring system that I use is between 350 to 750 to 770. So I'd say it averages around to 760. And out of all the credit score factors that are out there, I'm currently trying to improve my number of accounts. And after opening this Capital One Venture X, my total number of accounts would increase to 7, but I'm looking to get to about 11 or 12 in the next few years. So yeah, this one definitely is a move in the right direction. The second reason is another classic one is inquiry drop. So a credit inquiry or hard pull, as we say, is get dismissed or dropped every 2 years. And I had one dropped in March, and currently it's May. So that kind of gave me a little space to create new credit card. And overall, I'm trying to keep the number of inquiries, the active inquiries, less than 6. And I think opening the Capital One makes it a total of 5 as of now. So I'm comfortable with that. So if we only look at first 2 reasons, some might say, okay, that could apply to any credit card. And why was it did I open specifically a Capital One Venture X? And the first reason is the reason number 3 on this table here, is the 2% back on everything. Me personally, I think 2% back on everything card is pretty, it's not super rare, but still it's not something every credit cards do. And other than the Venture X, only other credit card that has this 2% back on everything multiplier is Citi Double Cash. So although the Venture X is being this, travel reward spending card, it still has that 2% back where basically I can pull out anytime and then use that and then don't really miss out on categories. Okay. And the reason for is this is, I think, one of the big one is the Capital One Venture X, if I use it correctly and if I can utilize all or most of the bonuses and the credits, this could be a either break even, near break even, or perhaps a net positive credit card to hold on to. So I also made this little benefits table down here. So the benefit 1 is very clear. It's the early introductory bonus where if I spend $4,000 in first 3 months of opening the credit card, I get I think 75,000 miles, which kind of roughly turns into $750 into a dollar value. And $4,000 is a decent chunk of money for me as of now, but I have been planning on updating both my laptop and the iPhone, so I think those purchases definitely help me to hit that goal there. So after the first year, after that initial bonus year, there are two main credits that I'm planning on utilizing to kind of recoup the annual fee of $395. And first one is the travel credits. This card comes with $300 annual travel credits, where I can basically, if I book a hotel or travel, they might also have an entertainment through a Capital One portal. I can apply this $300 credit towards all the purchases there, which hence I can value it at the face value of $300. And number three, pretty similar to the second one, is the anniversary bonus. So the Capital One will be giving me 10,000 miles every year as an anniversary bonus, which again kind of same calculation as the benefits one, the 10K bonus mileage. I value that as at least $100. So only just adding this benefit 2 and 3, that gives me a value of $400, and that could cover theoretically the annual fee of $395, and then I get a $5 change back, kind of. There are a few more benefits. The one that I didn't include in the table is the TSA pre-check, because it's I think TSA pre-check, so I think it can be applied for both TSA pre-check and the global entry, but I think TSA pre-check is only for the US citizen, which I am not. And for the global entry, I think I have to go back to my country to go through the process um, to get the global entry. So I might get that in the future when I have a chance to visit my parents or something like that. But as of now, I don't really plan on utilizing that just yet. And then the final benefits here is the airport lounge access. I do not travel a lot, but I do definitely do sometimes fly. And the Capital One, they do have their own lounge, but also the Capital One Venture X, it comes with a priority pass, and that would definitely give me a little bit more wider access to different network of airport lounges. So I did not add any dollar value to this, but the reason behind this is that I already have two kind of basically an airline credit cards from back home, which gives me a mid-tier level status on One World Alliance and the Star Alliance. I think those are the two biggest airline alliance in the world. So basically, in the US, I get access to lounge with American Airline, United, Alaskan. I think some Hawaiian too, but I think Hawaiian got acquired by Alaskan, so I get access anyways. So yeah, because of that, I didn't really particularly value this at a high value or at any dollar amount at all. But yeah, that's kind of reason number four. If I can utilize benefits two and three, I can definitely break even or come out positive. And the last and the fifth reason here is the potential downgrade option. So I just said that this card might be net positive or at least break even um, the second year onward. If if I maybe I'm super busy with work and I cannot travel, or there's some other thing comes up, I cannot utilize the credit at all. If that happened, I could still downgrade this Venture X to other um, zero annual fee card such as Saver One, which have pretty decent categories, 3% back categories like dining, groceries, and so on that I can utilize. And this is somewhat of a, I wouldn't say huge, a decent contrast, I think, to the American Express cars because Platinum and Gold, they are both in the same family as Amex Green, and I think that's the lowest tier credit card within that family. But Amex Green, they still have an annual fee. I forget, but I think it's like sub 100. It's like 50, 70, something like that. So if I decide to, let's say, get gold and I cannot use all the credits out of the gold card, and then if I want to downgrade to green, I'm still on the hook for those annual fee every year. So for the Capital One Venture X, I don't see that happening in the second year owned. So that's kind of a pretty sweet option for me. Okay, so opening of the Capital One Venture X credit card increased my total number of credit cards holding to 7. And if I'm doing the math right, I will be paying, or I am paying $585 in annual fee in total. So that's kind of where I stand as of now. And moving ahead, I have 2 more credit inquiries dropping in the second half of this year, 2025. And once one of those drops, I'm thinking of getting Chase Sapphire Reserve and downgrading my current Sapphire series in Chase Sapphire Preferred to Chase Freedom Flex. This also has 2 reasons. The first one is Chase Freedom Flex. I really like Freedom Flex because they have that 5% rotating quarterly category. But the one of the con for that is I can only spend up to $1,500 for per quarter. So by having 2 Freedom Flex cards, I can spend up to $3,000, and I'm not planning on spending $3,000 on the category every single quarter. But I think it's kind of nice to have the extra $1,500 in my back pocket if I really want to take advantage of that category. And the second one is the Sapphire Series intro bonus. So in order to get Chase Sapphire Series intro bonus, there are 2 main uh, conditions, I'd say. The first one is you cannot be holding other Sapphire Series credit card. You can have like a business line of credit card that counts separate, I think, from the personal card. So basically, it's saying if you are trying to open either Chase Sapphire Reserve or Preferred, you cannot have Reserve or Preferred right now. And also on top of that, even though you might not have it right now, you uh you cannot get bonus if you have earned the bonus or if you have opened the Sapphire series in past 24 months, basically 2 years, and then earn that intro bonus. So one of these 2 inquiry drop is from the Chase Sapphire Preferred, means the 2 years has lapsed already. So once that 2 years mark hits, I will downgrade Sapphire Preferred to Freedom Flex, and then I'm thinking of trying the Chase Sapphire Reserve. I could go for Preferred for the lower annual fee, but I think I'll try Chase Sapphire Reserve, especially if I would downgrade Venture X in coming years, and then see um, if I like the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Okay, so in today's video, I kind of briefly explained why I have opened the Capital One Venture X, and also where I stand in terms of amounts of credit card that I hold, and go over a short-term plan into the future. I am planning on making a couple more videos at some point. One of them I think would be either my budget or what I do for work. Maybe I'll think about that. And then another one could be the two credit cards that I mentioned that's giving me um, airline status. But this is not from the US, so it might not be applicable to many of the people that's watching this. But still, I might touch on that briefly. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.